Whip, please see, mobilize members to. Honourable members, I'm glad to communicate that the House is properly constituted. We have the quorum to transact the business of the day. Clerk.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Order number 6, notices.
The Deputy Speaker, you've got papers laid?
Not papers, Honorable Speaker. I want to just bring to the attention of this House to tell us if Kate is properly dressed.
Who?
Kate. Honorable Kate. Is it Kate Warogoro? No, it's Warogoro. Honorable Warogoro. Is she properly dressed? Because yesterday we had some other matters which involved Honorable Munuve, so I wanted you just to confirm if Kate Warogoro is. Warogoro is
Sergeant Atam, do we have Lady Sergeant Atam? Sergeant Atam, please kindly. Honorable Ketu Waruguru, kindly come be upstanding. Don't wrap yourself, please. Please don't wrap yourself. Honorable members, it is not you to confirm whether the member is properly dressed. It is the Sergeant Atam. Sergeant Atam, please. Honorable Ketu, remain standing.
Ataenda. Akijaradia ukava.
I just need the concurrence of the Assembly on the code of dress of our female honorable members. Under the Speaker's rules, it's indicated skirts of reasonable length, knee length, or below the knee. Blouse, jacket, trouser suits, decent shoes. Muslim lady members may wear a punjab, buibui, or hijab. So I hope the member is properly before the house because he's in a blouse. Thank you. It's indicated blouse. No, no. Yes. Honorable Munuve is in the house. Honorable members, you may be seated. Honorable members, after I sent out the honorable member for Kariobangi out yesterday, I went to refresh the Constitution a bit and get the better understanding in line with the dictionary. Then I realized the dictionary has the express way of categorically putting honorable member at the right place when it comes to their attire before the assembly. So Honorable Nube is properly dressed, and I would want him to give us terms of reference in the dictionary. Honorable Nunuve, I hope you have the dictionary with you. You can bring the House to speed and get concurrence with what is said from the book as written by the scholars. Kindly, Honorable Nunuve, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity and also for defending my right. If you look at the dictionary, the Oxford, it says a tie is unattached or fastened with a string or similar cord as long as it hides the neck. And if you look at the Speaker's rules, it says that a man should have a long sleeve shirt, a jacket, that's a coat, and then trouser and a black shoe. And then it says a tie. It has not specified what kind of a tie. Because, Mr. Speaker, we have so many ties. We have Mexican tie, we have Texas tie, we have cravat that I'm wearing, we have an ascot tie, we have a bow tie, and then we have a long tie, a long neck tie. So, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the dictionary and what the Speaker's rule says, as you have correctly put it, I am properly dressed for the occasion of this House. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honorable members, for the understanding. Honorable members, you can't challenge the ruling of the Speaker. Please be seated. What is the issue?
The dress code of our chief whip, Mr. Speaker,
particularly the shoes, Mr. Speaker. They are sport shoes, Mr. Speaker. And you said very well in the Speaker's rules, there should be black shoes. So, Mr. Speaker, kindly guide this House.
Thank you. Kindly be seated and spare the House for today. Honourable Member. Clerk, we may proceed.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, statements.
Honourable members, we have several statements here, but I would request the House to move to the motion in line with the sequence of the order paper so that we can transact the main business, then revert back to statements. Is that okay? Yes, because statements under the presentation of various chairs will take quite a lot of time, and that is what I would want to save you from. So kindly clerk call out the next order.
Order number 8, motion.
Order number 8, Honorable Alvin Orlando. But now that understanding order number 35, the motion was interrupted, and after the question had been proposed, so the Assembly is to proceed from where we left. This is an interrupted motion, and it was deferred for sanction of the day today. Honorable Lily Kidenda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As has been stated, the motion was moved, seconded, and we actually debated. The Speaker actually called for a proposed the question, and at that moment it was noted that the House was not properly constituted. I think we got to the place of the Speaker getting to the place of asking the mover to reply. I stand guided, sir.
Members had not contributed to this motion, and I would really want to inform the House the importance of this motion in question. The nomination of the chair to be a non-executive member to chair the County Rural and Urban Affordable Housing Committee. Honourable members, that is the motion before the Assembly. So I hope Sergeant Atam, kindly don't allow such a member to access the plenary of the Assembly, please. Sergeant Atam, please get hold of that member. Like, seriously, members, what do you take this assembly for? Honourable members, the motion before the House needs your input. So, yes. I hope you've got the order paper, honourable members. You have the order paper. So, Honorable Akama, kindly proceed.
Chair, thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Chair, I'm rising to basically seek for your guidance so that I also get to be informed. I was going through the report, Honorable Chair. You know, there is a precedence that you have set, which is very healthy for this House in terms of scrutinizing everything which comes to this House. Honorable Chair, I was going through the report, but I was hoping to be informed on the procedure of this nominee, because I didn't see where it's indicating whether it was advertised, whether there was applicants and how many people were shortlisted, Honorable Chair. And basically even to inform this House, Honorable Speaker, of the importance of this position, so that when we are debating from a point of information. So I'm just rising to really seek for more information in regards to the process and this nominee, and basically what will be the work of this nominee, Honorable Speaker, because we have a whole sector of housing in this county. And basically, Honorable Speaker, you know, there is a tendency which is coming up in this government, that there is a replication of duties, and replication of duties has an impact of wage bill, and this county is struggling with the wage bill, Honorable Speaker. So I'm rising basically to seek for information and the details in terms of what happened as far as this nominee is concerned. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member, I just want to assure you that this motion in question is properly before the Assembly. I received a communication from the Governor before we proceeded for the short recess and communicated to the House in line with the requirement of the Constitution, and the Governor was in order. So the motion in question is properly before the Assembly. And the formation of the committee itself, the Governor has a sole mandate to form. The details is with the committee of the Planning and Housing Committee, because the said chair or nominee went through the vetting process. He was vetted by the committee, and the committee tabled the report. So today is that day where at least you in agreement to hire the chair to chair this important committee. Honourable members, you may also remember when the Governor was giving State of the County address, he made some commitments to this Assembly in regards to the housing. So by holding this back, will be doing a lot of disservice to members themselves. So I just want to advise you to address it properly and in a manner required from the House. Honourable members. Maybe again, the members of the committee would be very helpful on this. They can bring the House to speed to get the understanding around the nominee. Thank you, Honorable Majiwa, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
As I rise to support the motion, I would also want to confirm that I'm a member of the Planning and Housing Committee, and this is a matter that we presided over as a committee, and we asked all the necessary questions, and we got all the answers that we required as a committee. It's also important to inform the members that from the information we got, we also got to be educated on the level of expertise that is required for the housing that is going on in the city. And we were also made to understand that this is not actually an executive chairman, it's a ceremonial chairman with no much baggage to the county. So what is actually giving to the county is more of expertise than what he earns from the county. So it's just important that we confirm as members who are in the committee that we deliberated and thought that this individual was fit to occupy this position. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Emmy Msahando. As the member is on the floor, I would kindly ask the Assembly to go through the report of the committee, especially on the page under the executive summary. You will find some highlights which will guide you. Under Article 1.0, the executive summary. I hope you've got the reports with you. Emmy, kindly proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for acknowledging my presence. I also want to support the motion and support the nominee from the Housing and Lands, noting that, Honorable Speaker, I think with that person in the office or seated at that seat, we have a proper person to go and ask anything in regards to housing as promised to Nairobians. If it's really the affordable houses the Nairobians are looking into, if it's really going to benefit the Nairobians, I think with the chairman in place, it will do the Nairobians good. So for me, it's a high time the Assembly to approve this name. If it's a he or she, I think it's very much it's very much in order, and I think we are even late, noting that some of the houses are already in progressive period. Some are still underway, upcoming. To me, as a representative of Nairobians, I think it's high time we should approve the name and let the person in charge take orders and start working according to executive orders from our governor. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Wasim Kamau. Kindly press your mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You've indicated the issue of sole mandate. And in particular, Mr. Speaker, in that page of executive summary is derived from the Affordable Housing Act, Mr. Speaker, of 2024. That's where the governor got that mandate, Mr. Speaker. Two, Mr. Speaker, indeed I associate myself with the statement of Honorable Majiwa, with the comment that he has made, and what I find to be outstanding from the report and during the vetting process that the nominee demonstrated immense knowledge of affordable housing area, having been one among others who participate in the design and implementation of the national affordable housing, and in particular the Bomayetu in Park Road, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I therefore found him highly qualified and suitable for the job, and I beg to support this motion, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Chiang Jara. Your mic is not on. Honorable Chair Environment.
Thank you, my colleague, Honorable Kello, for offering me an opportunity to use your mic. Thank you, Speaker, for this opportunity.
I rise to just raise a concern because the sentiments raised by Honorable Kama were bordering on details. But I think the main issue should be, which is a challenge that in my presentation, that members should be, when members are in this assembly, the clerk should find it important to sufficiently serve each member a copy of the report before we are able to support a motion or a bill, Honorable Speaker, so that we cure that problem.
I'm very sure every member has a report in a soft copy.
Honorable Speaker.
Clerk, can you confirm? Yeah, is it? Yeah, it is in the website.
That is not in dispute, Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
Having a soft copy does not qualify that the clerk does not supply us with physical copies, Honorable Speaker. It is a tradition in this House, Honorable Speaker. So
well noted.
Then also, Honorable Speaker, replacement of cards, because I think my card was misplaced, so contribution becomes a problem. So you can address that matter as well. The card that we normally use to be able to transact business.
Card.
Sergeant
Atam will address that.
Speaker. Nevertheless, Honorable Speaker, we have trust in our able chair for planning and his committee. If on the report they've indicated that they scrutinized these nominee, then therefore I stand to support the nominee for appointment as the chair of that committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable members, my screen is clear. An indication that no further request for committee contributions. So I direct the mover of the motion to apply. In this case, Honorable Kidenda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I do this on behalf of my chair and the committee members of the Housing, Planning, and Lands Committee. I'd like to take this opportunity also to add that the committee deliberated on this at length, and the candidate presented himself before us, and we were able to interrogate those things that we felt were relevant and were important to be able to vet this particular gentleman. Allow me to thank the members of the Planning Committee, Mheshimiwa Majiwa, Mheshimiwa Emi, and Mheshimiwa Hashim, for your support without ignoring the concerns that were raised by Mheshimiwa Akama and Mheshimiwa Matara. All of you are respected in this House, and we appreciate your concerns, but I'm glad that the House has seen that we did do due diligence. And Mr. Speaker, may I take this opportunity to thank all the members and for the approval of the nominee to the docket as we look forward to better services upon this appointment. May I also thank the Office of the Speaker for the support during the entire process of the vetting. Many thanks to the members of the Sectoral Committee of Lands, Planning and Housing for applying their minds, soul and might to the process, and our able team of the Secretariat through the Office of the Clerk for their immense support to the committee. Honorable Speaker, I beg to reply.
Thank you. Honourable members, I now put the question that this Assembly adopts the report of the State Committee on Lands, Planning, Housing, on vetting of nominee for appointment as non-executive chairperson of the Nairobi City County Rural and Urban Affordable Housing Committee, laid on table of the Assembly on Thursday, 20th March 2025. Honourable members, may as many of the similar opinions say ayes. May as many of the contrary opinions say nays. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Order number 9, motion.
Honorable Mark Mugambi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I have a motion, and the subject of the motion is support for football teams in the county. Honorable Speaker, that aware that paragraph 4 of part 2 of the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides for cultural activities, public entertainment, and public amenities, including sports and cultural activities and facilities as a county function. Further aware that section 10 and 11 of the Nairobi City County Sports Management Act 2017 provides for guidelines on financial support for sports initiatives and facilities in Nairobi County. Disturbed that many grassroots football teams in Nairobi County struggle to meet their financial obligations required for registration in the Football Kenya Federation, that is the FKF League, and recognizing that football plays an important role in the society, promoting unity, health, and talent development in our communities, and that is including creation of employment for the youth. Acknowledging that the facilitation of annual registration fees by the Nairobi County Executive would significantly boost the development of local football, empower youth, and promote sports as a tool for development. Strengthen partnership between Nairobi County and sports organizations, and enhance the reputation of Nairobi as a hub for sports excellence, and deeply concerned that local teams face challenges in affording the annual registration fees required by the Football Kenya Federation, FKF, in order to effectively participate in these tournaments or league. The Assembly therefore urges that the County Executive to, 1, allocate funds in the county's sports budget to cover for the annual FKF fees for registered football teams in Nairobi County, and 2, develop criteria for allocation of funds to teams which shall be informed by parameters such as the team's active participation in local tournaments, adherence to FKF regulations, and engagement in youth development. And finally, 3, form a committee that will administer and monitor the use of funds to ensure transparency and equity. Honorable Speaker, football is what has made me what I am today, Honorable Speaker, because it engaged me, it kept me engaged during my childhood days. Honorable Speaker, we have the Honorable Hashim, who was first elected due to his prominence in the same sport, Honorable Speaker. We have the Honorable Paul Ndungu, who also is in this house by the virtue of being a participant of the said sport. Honorable Speaker, we also had the Honorable for Kayole Central, the Honorable Jeremiah Demendo. He was a very good goalkeeper during his childhood days, Honorable Speaker. And
can that be verified? Honorable, can Honorable Temendu confirm and give us photographic memories Yes, because
Honorable Speaker, every information I've given you is well researched, and I have evidence in support of that. Honorable Speaker, we also had a very good striker from Kibra, and it's none other than our Deputy Majority Leader, the Honorable John Mosila Kaende.
a striker
Yes, he was
with Gor Mahia.
he was a very lethal striker during his childhood, during his heyday.
John Dile, is that true?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It is true because that is why I'm called kind.
Yeah, that is where?
That is why you see my name. It is John Dile Kaende. It comes from football.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Speaker, we also have our majority leader in absentia, the Honorable Jateso, who is active even to date, Honorable Speaker, and is one of our very prominent or prolific strikers in this house. And Honorable Speaker, this motion is said to be a game changer in this city. Going by the fact that the Culture Committee, led by the Honorable Munga, has done a commendable job of allocating resources into infrastructure development. We have built very many stadiums, Honorable Speaker, that some are finished and some are ongoing. With that said and done, Honorable Speaker, the best thing we can do for the youth of this city, because each of the 85 members here, they can tell you that they've been approached by the teams in their wards to facilitate in the registration of these leagues annually. And I think per team goes at around 25,000. And a member might have like 5 to around 10 teams within the ward. You can imagine how much that is, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, if we can allocate resources to empower the youth, Honorable Speaker, and give them the exposure that is much needed, Honorable Speaker, we will have done just to our youths in the estates. And with these few remarks, I beg to call our women's team striker, the Honorable Diana Mwangangi, to second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Indeed, Honorable Mugambi, my whip, has done well to articulate this motion, which means so much to my heart as a youth. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, it's true that one of the major activities that are undertaken within our wards is football. I'm sure in every ward there is a football team practicing in the evening, particularly in the ward where I come from, Umoja 2 ward, Honorable Speaker. You find that at a school called Tumaini Primary School, even today evening, there will be teams which will be practicing there. But the question is, are they doing all this in vain? Indeed, Honorable Mugambi has given the successful examples of these football activities. But Honorable Speaker, we also have examples that are not so good, that are unsuccessful, of youths who gave up along the way because probably the teams that they were participating in could not advance their sporting activity due to lack of funding. Honorable Speaker, as the youths in this county assembly, this is a motion that we should all support. And it's not just about youth, because I'm sure in this assembly, there are our seniors who also have been youths at a particular point in time and they associate with the needs and grievances of youths. Honorable Speaker, it is during this, our tenure, that we have had employment of youths as constables. It is during our tenure, but we have also advanced the empowerment of youths by employing them in the environment sector, dubbed the Green Army. Honorable Speaker, let it be also during our tenure that we will ensure that the category of youths and the category of sportsmen and women who choose to participate in this game called football also receive the necessary support as outlined in the motion. It is our duty as legislators, and even as we exercise our representative capacities, to identify with the needs of those who we leave behind when we enter this chamber, to identify with the needs of our brothers and sisters. And I'm sure all this will not be in vain. Honorable Speaker, we have so many examples from our estates of sportsmen who are excelling. The current coach for Tusker, I believe Charles Okere, is also someone I have seen participating in football activity in my ward, the ward that I come from, because we have an elected MCA, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, also the former MCA of Umoja 2 ward, Honorable Kingsley Odida, was also propelled to his position because of participating in football. So this and many other examples, because it is not only about our ward, but it's about the residents of Nairobi City County, that we must all, as the members who are in this assembly today, in this chamber today, support this motion, because the success of this motion is the success of the youths of Nairobi City County. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, and with those sentiments, I beg to second.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable members, I now propose the question that aware that paragraph 4 of part 2 of the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides for cultural activities, public entertainment and public amenities, including sports and cultural activities and facilities as a county function. Further aware that Section 10 and 11 of the Nairobi City County Sports Management Act 2017 provides for guidelines on financial support for sports initiatives and facilities in Nairobi County. Disturbed that many grassroots football teams in Nairobi County struggle to meet the financial obligation required for registration in the Football Kenya Federation FKF League, recognizing that football plays an important role in society in promoting unity, health and talent development in our communities, including creation of employment for the youth. Acknowledging that the facilitation of annual registration fees by the Nairobi City County Executive would significantly boost the development of local football, empower youth and promote sports as a tool for development, strengthen partnership between Nairobi City County and sports organizations, and enhance the reputation of the Nairobi as a hub for sports excellence. Deeply concerned that local teams face challenges in affording the annual registration fee required by the Football Kenya Federation in order to effectively participate in tournaments. This assembly therefore urges that the county executive, 1, to allocate funds in the county sports budget to cover the annual FKF fees for the registered football teams in Nairobi. 2, develop criteria for allocation of funds to teams which shall be informed by parameters such as the team's active participation in local tournaments, adherence to FKF regulations and engagement in youth development, and 3, form a committee that will administer and monitor the use of funds and ensure transparency and inquiry. Honorable members, Jeremiah Temendu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I first thank the mover of the motion here, Honorable Mugambi Whip, and I just concur with him that I was once a goalkeeper, although I was young. So I support that. Also, I say football and athletes are the games that unite even the entire country or Kenyans. So when now Honorable Mugambi is coming the bill to assist youth, those youths, footballers, to pay FKA, it is in order, FKF, I think it is in order because the challenge on our wards are too much to those footballers. They are not able even to pay the cess that they are being demanded, it is being demanded. So with me, I support that motion 100%. Also, Honorable Speaker, I also congratulate the Governor of Nairobi because when he came in, he started promoting football by organizing tournaments in all our wards, 85 wards. So, although you have a Mheshimiwa here, one Mheshimiwa from Githurai who has carried those trophies in those 2 years, but it is in order. And I think every member in this assembly can support that motion on the same thing that is being propelled by our governor. So, Honorable Speaker, let us support that motion. It is in order. Thank you.
Honorable Mark Mpiga.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this chance to weigh in on this very important matter. First of all, let me take this chance to appreciate our whip, Honorable Mark Mugami Mashari Roro, for coming up with such a nice motion, and it comes at a very timely manner when our country has been faced with a menace of unemployment, especially when dealing with our youths. And Mr. Speaker, we cannot undermine the importance of football in this beloved country of ours and this county, Nairobi County. Mr. Speaker, once we are able to we support these teams, Mr. Speaker, this will go a long way in helping in terms of dealing with health and wellness of the youths in our respective wards. This is also help in terms of dealing with drug addictions. Mr. Speaker, this is through the support of the football teams. We are sure that these youths can be able to earn income, and Mr. Speaker, we have been able to see the very prominent players come from the especially the informal areas like the Mariga. We have also seen Wanyama play in the Premier League. He is also known as the Lion of Muthurwa. Mr. Speaker, I am sure and I am certain that if we get to support these youths, we will have very many incidences to give about very many youths who will be able to even play abroad in countries abroad. Mr. Speaker, through supporting these teams, our youth, this also will also help in terms of social cohesion, because people will be able to integrate and interact as the teams play against each other and also during training. So, Mr. Speaker, I support this motion. Thank you.
Honorable Clarence Munga, is your mic on?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to contribute and support the motion before the Assembly. On one account, Mr. Speaker. First, thank you, my whip, for recognizing the works that we are doing as a committee. I know as a committee, the sector and us, we've done several playgrounds around Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. And if we indeed we need to nurture the talent, sports, we need playgrounds, at the same time stadiums. Because these stadiums are where possibly people come and compete, but playgrounds are places where people now need to train and instill skills among our youth. But other than that, Mr. Speaker, the motion before this assembly, remember some times back, the senator of Nairobi wrote a letter to this assembly on the same issue, Mr. Speaker, that we need to be facilitating teams around the county, because he has received several petitions from different teams. Teams want to participate in these leagues, Mr. Speaker, but they lack facilitation. And bearing in mind the kind of arrangements the county has in terms of facilitating these teams, Mr. Speaker, you'll agree with me that we need to come up with a bill that we set aside, or we set a fund, a sports fund. Through these sports funds, Mr. Speaker, we'll be able to facilitate and pay or help teams to be facilitated to be included in this, or pay the fee that is required within the leagues they are playing. But other than that, I want to congratulate my whip for coming up with this motion, and as a chair of Culture and Community Services, as always, will be ready and willing to support teams around the county. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Shadrach, then Honorable Paul.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I'd like to commend and support this motion by Honorable Roro. You know, Roro is my neighbor, and he was a very good former footballer. That's where I derived the name Roro from. Honorable Speaker, as one of the former sportsmen, I've been a sportsman, and I know the challenges that many sports people go through. And many football teams here in Nairobi doesn't even afford to pay affiliation fees to the federation because the players are unemployed, they don't earn anything, but they have the talent to perform well, and most of them, after some times, they get away from football and start engaging in so many vices, especially in Eastlands, where we've seen so many footballers killed because of engaging in so many vices like stealing. So, Honorable Speaker, I think this is a timely motion, and if you facilitate these teams, it will make the players easier to concentrate on training so that they can perform better in their various leagues in and around the county. I think in every ward here, Honorable Speaker, we have a football team. We have got so many fields, and as much as we go to, or we want to start paying these affiliation fees to the teams, we should also look at the state of the fields in the various wards across the county. We've seen the governor, Honorable Speaker, hold the Governor's Cup, the Governor's Tournament in Nairobi, and so many talent has been tapped there. We have seen so many players get from that league, go and perform in or being tapped to the Premier League level. So, Honorable Speaker, I do support this motion, and I do urge and request all the members to support the motion. Thank you.
The Honorable Paul Ndongo, you will have to wait a little longer because of the Deputy Speaker. The standing order expresses clearly when the Deputy Speaker is on his feet, you freeze. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I stand here to support this motion. I don't know whether this mic is working. Honorable Speaker, I would want to support and congratulate Honorable Roro to have come with this very important motion. Honorable Speaker, one thing I don't know what happened to Roro. He would have asked his senior Honorable Hashim. He would have told him I was once Hashim's team manager when we were starting. Whatever this assembly is very, and where these players feel very proud when they go to the stadium. I'm the one who founded these assemblies or the county government. When we were councillors, the team which belonged to Nairobi City County.
Local authority.
Local authority. And at that time, I used to be Honorable Hashim's team manager. Honorable Speaker, talking about sports, I know there are so many, and you've heard about so many. I know most of you know Sunguti, whom I know is your team manager. I don't know what he does today. Sunguti, you are the coach of the assemblies, Nairobi County Assembly, was once a player in a team I had started. Way back, him and also John Baraza, who is also a worker of the Nairobi County government, and Hashim can attest to that. Honorable Roro, I want to support this motion and tell you this is a very great idea, because I know sport is something which brings our youth and gets our youth together for a common goal, which is mentally and even physically go great for the welfare of the society, Honorable Speaker. So I would ask all members to support this motion and to start these teams within the awards. I know what Honorable Roro has asked. I've been forced to pay those fees from my pocket, from those teams down there. And I know there are very great teams which don't have financial capacity. That's why they don't participate in the FKL leagues. So when we have the county stepping in to support those teams, I know we are going to have a great country, with very many sportsmen. Honorable Speaker, with those few remarks, I would like to ask all members to support this motion. Great motion. Thank you.
I've not seen any request from the opposite gender. Okay, the honorable member is already on his feet. I'll give you an opportunity immediately after. Kindly proceed, Honorable Paul Ndongo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support this motion and take into account and congratulate Honorable Mark Mugambi by the name Ronaldo. In football, we know each other by the player's name. So, Mr. Speaker, in my ward, I have 16 teams, whereby if I happen to pay 25,000 for affiliation fee for each team, it will cost me 400,000, Mr. Speaker. But in this motion, Mr. Speaker, where I want to congratulate Honorable Roro for the county to be paying these affiliation fees for all these teams in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if you happen, Pumwani has taken many players abroad. One of them, the qualifier of the 2 weeks ago of Kenya World Cup qualifiers, Bajabir, is from Pumwani Sports, Mr. Speaker. We have Hashim Kamau, who has played for Harambee Stars, Mr. Speaker, here. Jamal Muhammad, Chege Mora, not this one, Chege Mora. And many more, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable, you can't refer to an honorable member of this house as this one.
I withdraw that, Mr. Speaker.
That is belittling and non-befitting stature of the member of this
Mr.
County
Speaker, I withdraw that and apologize, not Honorable Chegemora, but we have one Chegemora who played for Madara United and Harambee Stars, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Mark Dhiga mentioned players from my ward, but he didn't mention Matasi, who comes from his ward, and the other day he was banned from football, Mr. Speaker. And there are names which we cannot mention in this house, Mr. Speaker. Paul Ndungu Irungu alias Petit, Ken, Hashim Kamau, Ronaldo, but there is only one who we cannot mention. Mr. Speaker, have you ever had a name like Musango in football, Mr. Speaker? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to support this motion and every member to support it, and thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable, yes. Kindly proceed. And now we have the last, Mheshimiwa Dionysus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to support this motion by my whip. Mr. Speaker, this is the best thing we can ever do to our youths. As you know, the government does not have capacity to employ all these jobless youths. But, Mr. Speaker, we have the capacity to empower our youths. Mr. Speaker, football is a very resourceful talent, Mr. Speaker. And as much as we may not have jobs to put our young ones in job opportunities, Mr. Speaker, we have the capacity to allocate funds, Mr. Speaker, so that we can empower their talents. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, the President of Kenya, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, is also helping our youths by sourcing for job opportunities out of the country. So if the President is doing his part in the national government, we can also assist the President in handling the issues of talents in our county. And I believe when we empower one youth, we have empowered their families, we have empowered their parents, and we have empowered the community at large. So, Mr. Speaker, I rise to support it, and it is very timely, and I urge all my colleagues to support it. Thank you.
Honorable Dionysus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Allow me to congratulate my leader, my able whip, Mark Mugambi, one of the very best East and Central Africa, by bringing this motion, Mr. Speaker, because as a fan, as a 001, #1 fan of Githurai All-Stars, GAS, the champions of Sakaja Super Cup, the 2 seasons, I have worked with my youth, I have worked with my teams, and I know the difficulties the teams go through when it comes to mobilizing of resources to support the teams. As one of my colleagues have said, Mr. Speaker, it's true. In every ward we have several football teams. Like my ward, Githurai, we have Horimeri, Bentos, Githurai Youth, among others. And how, Mr. Speaker, I wish, through either this motion or any other avenue, we can even think beyond football and think about sports at large, because we have various activities on sports, like volleyball, boxing, athletics, among others. Mr. Speaker, this is a very wonderful and great motion. And because, Mr. Speaker, maybe in our capacity, we cannot be able to regulate the fees that FKF requires, but in our capacity, Mr. Speaker, I believe we can pass this motion and allow county to be supporting our football teams on our areas, Mr. Speaker. Without much ado, Mr. Speaker, I beg to support.
Honorable Omuro Agano. I hope that name, Omuro.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kindly proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Honorable Speaker, I support the motion by the Honorable Minority Whip. As a youth, I would like to say that numerous benefits impacting the physical and mental well-being of the youth is football. It also fosters teamwork and leadership skills and development. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, I would like to say that football is one of the key elements, as we all know that unemployment is a significant issue in Kenya, mainly caused by the mismatch between skills and market demand. Hence, Honorable Speaker, football is a source of livelihood for many youth, especially as we all know we have got the competency-based curriculum, the CBC, and one of the key aspects in the CBC is nurturing of talents. And as we all know, most of this young generation are so passionate about football. Hence, I would like to say that as a county government, it is important for us to support football so that after the CBC, our younger generation have got a better place where their talent can be nurtured. Finally, Honorable Speaker, I would like to say that football fosters community cohesion and social interaction as people gather together to watch matches and support their teams. And also, football is a tool of conflict resolution, peace building, and bringing together people from different backgrounds. Hence, as a county government, it is important for us to support the football teams as a county and also as a country. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I wish to support the motion.
And I now call the mover of the motion to reply. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'm impressed by the overwhelming support from this House, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Jasho really wanted to also put his input on the said motion, Honorable Speaker, but I'll just say a few words on his behalf because the Kasarani Stadium is in his is in his constituency. Honorable Member, the standing order allows you to donate 2 minutes of your time. Okay. Yes, to any honorable member you may so wish. Okay. So you are in order, Honorable Jasho, you can take 2 minutes of his time as he has already made the reply. Okay. Thank you. Please, Sergeant Atam, facilitate the member. Chairman. Okay.
Thank you.
We are proceeding with the business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Under 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I raise in this House to support the motion, I believe football is not only a game, but is a unifying factor. Football has been unifying people all over the world. And for those who know football very well, they know football has got its own language. Football has no tribalism at all. When I was young, I used to play football, and you could never know a person is a Luo, a Luya, or what. We all knew that we are footballers. You can testify that, and especially so when people are growing. Point number 2, Mr. Speaker, football is not only for youth. Football is for all generations. Mr. Speaker, when the young people are playing the field, there are so many people are alongside the stadium watching football. They are so referred as fans. Mr. Speaker, also football is a commercial. Mr. Honorable Mugambi has not only thought of today, but Mr. Speaker, Honorable Mugambi has a thinking of tomorrow. He has a future in his mind. Why do I say so, Mr. Speaker? Because, Mr. Speaker, if we have many professional footballers in our county, the possibility of economy will grow up. If you look at players, former players like Olunga, who gets around 250 million per week, I don't know, per month, I think. And if you can have like 300 players coming from Nairobi County, all the monies they'll be having from Europe or from wherever you'll be, will be coming to Nairobi, and that enhancing the economy of our county, Mr. Speaker. With that, Mr. Speaker, I support the motion.
Thank you. So in under 1 minute, you can conclude your reply, Honorable Roro.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as I was saying, I'm amused by the overwhelming support by the members for this motion, Honorable Speaker. And you yourself, you've heard for yourself on the key points they are supporting the motion with. And Honorable Speaker, let me tell you that it will go in history that the youths of Nairobi benefited from, or rather in your tenure as the Speaker of this Assembly, Honorable Speaker. And it has also crossed my mind that by coincidence, we also have one of our members as a FKF official, and that is none other than the Honorable Dabar in absentia. He won the recently held elections for FKF, Honorable Speaker. And this is a house of sportsmen and women. The Honorable Shadrach is a professional boxer, Honorable Speaker. And with this motion, Honorable Speaker, we are going to, in return, offer opportunities for many young men and women, Honorable Speaker, because the football is not only for men or boys, but also young girls, especially those in the slum areas, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, with these few remarks I'm making, I beg to reply. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable members, I now put the question that aware that paragraph 4 of part 2 of the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides for cultural activities, public entertainment and public amenities, including sports and cultural activities and facilities as a county function. Further aware that section 10 and 11 of the Nairobi City County Sports Management Act 2017 provides for guidelines on financial support for sports initiatives and facilities in Nairobi City County. Disturbed that many grassroots football teams in the county struggle to meet the financial obligations required for registration in the Football Kenya Federation League, recognizing that football plays an important role in society in promoting unity, health, and talent development in our communities, including creation of employment for the youth. Acknowledging that the facilitation of the annual registration fees by the Nairobi City County Executive would significantly boost the development of local football, empower youths, and promote sports as a tool for development, strengthen partnership between Nairobi City County and sports organizations, and enhance the reputation of Nairobi as a hub for sports excellence. Deeply concerned that local teams face challenges in funding the annual registration fees required by the Football Kenya Federation in order to effectively participate in tournaments. This assembly therefore urges that the county executive too, 1, allocate funds in the county sports budget to cover the annual FKF fees for registered football teams in Nairobi County. 2, develop criteria for allocation of funds to the teams which shall be informed by parameters such as teams' active participation in local tournaments, adherence to FKF regulations and engagements in youth development, and lastly, form a committee that will administer and monitor the use of funds and ensure transparency and inquiry. Honourable members, may as many of the similar opinions say ayes. May as many of the contrary opinions say nays. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Order number 7, statements.
The chairperson for agriculture, I hope you are ready, followed by a chairperson trade, then transport, then environment, then pick. Kindly proceed and use the front microphone or the table microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Joshua Anton Ngaroyamburu, the chairperson of Agricultural Committee. Mr. Speaker, Agricultural Committee was constituted like any other committee in this House, and it has the mandate like any other committee, any other secretarial committee to deal with agricultural issues, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the committee has now 23 members in number, and Mr. Speaker, as mandated by the standing order, we have been working very closely with executive and the clerks of this House, Mr. Speaker. One, Mr. Speaker, I would like my vice chair, please, to come and read for me because of my condition. Read for me the report, then I will continue from there, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable members and honorable chair, and you are normally in our prayers. Kindly proceed and
observations, any recommendations?
I think we will be doing a lot of injustice to the assembly because you need to consult in under maybe 10 minutes as we jump to the second Roman. We give you time to consult and agree on how to make your presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. So, Chair Trade, please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Paul Ndungu, Chair Trade. The Sectorial Committee on Trade, Tourism and Cooperative is established.
Your microphone,
Understanding Order number 209. Honorable Speaker, the committee has 3 chief officers and 1 CEC, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on bills, during the period under review, the committee has received the following legislative proposals. The Nairobi City County Betting, Lotteries and Gaming Bill 2023. The bill underwent second reading on Wednesday, April 2nd, and is now awaiting committee of the whole House. Mr. Speaker, the second one is Nairobi City County Public Markets Bill 2024. The committee received and conducted pre-publication scrutiny on the bill and concluded in December 2024. The bill is currently in publication, awaiting to be forwarded to the Assembly for the first reading during this 4th session, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have 5 policies which committee are in considerations of county trade policy document, County Industrial Policy Document, Nairobi Trade and Industry Strategy Document, County Investment Policy Document, and a policy on cooperative development, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, under markets, we are doing 3 markets. One is Mutuine, which is at 55%, Mr. Speaker, Jujo 10%, and Kahawa West, the contractor has taken possession of the site. Karen is ongoing, Mr. Speaker, Karen market. Mr. Speaker, I'll go to the challenges, Mr. Speaker. The challenges we face as a sector, Mr. Speaker, are slow response by the executive on responding to statements, despite sending reminders. 2, there's a disconnect between the assembly and the county executive. 3, even when the committee identifies issues and make recommendations, there's no guarantee that the executive will implement them. And an excellent example is when examine the budget documents and make recommendations to the budget committee, but the executive disregards our recommendation and ends up changing budgetary allocation to suit its needs and without even consulting the assembly. Mr. Speaker, previously the sector has witnessed frequently reshuffling of the CECs. The frequent reshuffles can create an environment of uncertainty within government and among the public. Mr. Speaker, till now, we had 3 CECs in that sector. Every year we have a new CEC, every year we have a new CEC. But it's upon the governor. So, Mr. Speaker, our recommendations from the aforementioned challenges, the following are the proposed recommendations: providing continuous training, enacting laws and strengthening existing regulations to guarantee the independence of the county assembly, ensure access to information and enforce the implementation of committee recommendation, Mr. Speaker. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, by addressing these challenges, County Assembly Committee will be empowered to fulfill their oversight mandate and more effectively contributing to greater transparency, accountability, and ultimately better governance and service delivery to the people of Nairobi City County. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, by the presentation of the Chair on trade, I hope you have taken notes on areas of concern, because as you may remember, we gave a notice of motion on the change of it's out of context, and let's treat it as so. Let it not leave this room that there is such a move, because this house is not part of that. I hope I'm very clear. Let's not the house own something they are not privy and they really don't understand. Honourable members, is that so? Yes. Yes, so kindly let's proceed. Agriculture, you are ready? Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Emi Hatemeshi Salambo, Vice Chair for Agriculture, Fish and Deputy Chair, yes. Honorable Speaker, as earlier informed through...
I would want you to go directly to the challenges,
yes,
and way forward, please. Okay. We already know the composition,
okay,
and the mandate of the committee.
That's true, Chair.
Yes, yes.
Stand guided.
Thank you.
I just wanted to remind the House that we only have one statement pending at the moment that was requested by our Vice Deputy Speaker, Honorable Katos, that's ongoing with the committee is on it as we speak. The committee is on it as we speak. Honorable Speaker, I'll go straight to sector achievements.
So members, we are on Agriculture Committee. You can take notes.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, as you know very well that agriculture is both giving service and it also generates some income to the county. As much as we are not doing so well through income generation, but we are doing so much as per service delivery. We carried out extension services, but our projection was showing a little bit higher, but we managed to do the minimum. That was 2,977 agriculture value chain action farmers out of annual target, which was 10,500. Then number two, we collected revenue amounting to 4.867 out of our projection, which was 25 million. We've done a little bit well, but not so well. Honorable Speaker, we participated in the Nairobi show under the Value Chain Development Project, NAFCDP, that saw the show casting crops, livestock, fisheries, technologies, and innovations. Honorable Speaker, through the show, we reached out to about 430 clients with information on better agriculture, technology, and innovation. Honorable Chair, who is our Speaker, the sector conducted animal and meat inspection in 26 apertures to censor food safety and before that is done before the slaughterhouse. The sector conducted 100% animal product inspection at city and farmer markets that inspected 20,405 products, both from meat, and 28,667 products at City Market. Issuance of livestock movement document was 100%. Servicing of 2 army worms traps done on first quarter, that one was at Kasarani, 1 and Langata, the second one. Completed monitoring and evaluation plan for the Nairobi City County Food System Strategy 2022-2027. We mobilized 600 farmers to community institution through participation in directed community development, that's PICD, exercise and formation of common interest groups, that's CIGs, vulnerable marginalized groups, and committee-driven development committees. And then, Honorable Speaker, the sector also have some challenges that we went through and also some ways of rectifying. We have limited or lack of access to allocated funds, which the sector is also addressing through concerned officers to fast track the release of funds or on time. Low staffing level due to natural attribution, County Assembly to lobby for the budget allocation and staff recruitment, which I know, because most of even our staffs are in the committee, we are on it, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, lack of career progress leading to low staff moral, hence low performance, but the sector is looking on it, and very soon we'll come out with a good report. Honorable Chair, there are a lot of other ones, but since most of them are a little bit minor, the committee is settling on ways to market and see that the sector will do well in the coming near future. Honorable Speaker, having seen the challenges of the committee, like in the assembly, we would lack few things like printing papers and toners, but the committee is looking on it under our able leadership. Honorable Speaker, the action plans that we have within the committee, we are going to do a formal engagement framework and then establish between the county government and national agricultural value chain development project to improve and coordinate so that we can ensure and mandate the assembly in informative all information and plans that are going to projects and intervention so that the value and the market and the agricultural sector will be improved. As a devolved county, Honorable Speaker, you know that agriculture is the key factor in the city, and as a committee, we are looking to we are looking forward to improved sector with a lot of staff that are qualified. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I should also talk a little bit about the committee. The committee, Mr. Speaker, had no substantial chief officer for close to 1.5 years. But Mr. Speaker, since we got the substantial chief officer, the committee has been doing very well. And the chief officer has been of great help to our committee. She has been working very closely to us, Mr. Speaker, but that cannot be said the same to the CEC, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have challenges like the sectoral department, Mr. Speaker, has unemployed officers numbering to 79, whereas we are supposed to have 312. So you see, Mr. Speaker, you have a deficit of the of officers like probably 200 and something, Mr. Speaker. And if we look to the challenges, Mr. Speaker, we also have our own challenges in this House, Mr. Speaker. And I will request honorable members of this House, Mr. Speaker, to also be requesting us with statements so that we can have, we can be engaged in doing our job, Mr. Speaker. If you look at this committee, Mr. Speaker, we have got only one statement, and I thank Honorable Kados because he was the first person, he was the first honorable member to put a statement on us this for a period of 2.5 years. So, Mr. Speaker, I would request members to engage us more so that we can raise the zeal of working, Mr. Speaker. With that, Mr. Speaker, I thank all, and before I I would like to say, Mr. Speaker, the committee has had no problems with quorum, so I thank members because they have been very cooperating. And so, Mr. Speaker, I will have very special kind words to our Vice Chair because she has been helping us. She has been stepping in whenever I am absent because of my condition, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
I want some clarification.
You are in order.
Honorable Speaker, I heard the chair talk about on animal. No, this one is.
Use the adjacent one.
Honorable Speaker, I heard the chair talk about on animal permit movement. I think it was 100%. And the question I asked concerned that animal movement. Honorable Speaker, if you get around Kangundo Road, you'll find animals meant for slaughter. When they come for slaughter, they are left to graze in the estate while that is not allowed by law. And I heard the chair talk about on animal movement permits. They are 100% taken care of. Is it correct? Or maybe they are misleading this house?
Okay, Mr. Speaker, thank you, Mr. Speaker. We talked about the permit, Mr. Speaker, but talking about the permit, Mr. Speaker, does not give other people any permission to do what they want, Mr. Speaker. So those who are, according to the statement from our Deputy Speaker, Mr. Speaker, he is talking about animals in Kangundo Road. It is not allowed to do that, Mr. Speaker. That's why, after the statement from our Deputy Speaker, we summoned them, and we shall be having a site visit on 15th of this month, Mr. Speaker, that is Tuesday, so that we can have more about what Mr. Deputy Speaker is complaining for. So, Mr. Speaker, I believe after 2 weeks, we shall come with a conclusive answer, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Majiwa, kindly proceed and sit. Honorable Majiwa, please. Do you really have your card?
Okay. Card. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As much as I would like to raise the attention of the House on lack of quorum, I may want to say that the chairman has not told us clearly what he wants to do with the animals who are roaming in the city, leave alone permit of movement. Mr. Speaker, there are cows and donkeys that you see in this city, in all the roads, particularly along Outer Ring Road, all the way from the airport. At night you find them sleeping right in the middle of the road. When you come along Jogoo Road, you find them sleeping in the middle of the road. And they're very huge cows. You don't know where they're coming from. They have no owner. There's nobody there that you can say is the one looking after them. But they are somehow in the city, sleeping all over. So I don't know whether these laws of the city changed so that animals can just be loitering around in the city. Because I remember in the old days, they used to be collected by the county and taken to the animal what do you call it? Animal pound at the city park. So I don't know what happened. These days we have a lot of cows, in fact, a lot of them. One day we were even thinking we should get a truck and go and collect some of them and take home.
That is an illegality.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. According to former Mayor, Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of cows and probably even dogs, Mr. Speaker. And we have told this House to Mr. Speaker, after 2 weeks we shall come with a clear answer, because we must follow the procedure and the law so that we can come with a clear answer. The law must be followed fully, and we shall come and give us exactly what we have found. And I tell you, Mr. Speaker, everything will be in order.
Also, Honorable Machiwa, your point is noted. I just want to write on what Chairman has said. Remember, that's some of the things we are saying. We have been understaffed. We are looking towards even we purchased vehicles that were supposed to be purchased since 2020, 2021 that are still being paid for. Once they've been brought to the county, I'm sure the work will be very easy, plus the qualified staff to impound the animals, because you cannot just impound a Maasai animal. Where will you keep it when you don't have proper facilitation, where to put and how to impound it? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Asman Kamau.
Chair. Huh? You can sit, it's okay.
You can sit.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Assembly Business Committee, there's a communication that I want, as a designee, to inform the members, if you allow.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Standing Order number 47-2A, on behalf of the Assembly Business Committee, I rise to give the following statement regarding business appearing before the Assembly for the week beginning tomorrow, 10th April 2025, Mr. Speaker. There's a very important motion that it's coming tomorrow, and as communicated by the Speaker yesterday, the Chairperson Procedure and Rules Committee will be moving a resolution motion for adoption of a committee report on the amendment of the standing orders laid on the table of the Assembly on Tuesday, 8th April 2025, members. And I'm asking all the members to attend tomorrow's session. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, on Tuesday, 8th April 2025, that's next week, the Assembly will similarly be considering the underlisted business. Under Order number 9, the Honorable Robert Alai, member for Kileleshwa Ward, shall be moving a substantive motion urging the county executive in conjunction with NTSA to develop guidelines for registering and issuance of reflective number plates for all wheelbarrows, rickshaws, hand carts, animal drawn carts, luggage trolley, and recycle in the county. And under Order number 9, the Assembly shall be considering the governor's reservation on the Nairobi City County Early Childhood Development and Education Bill. That is Assembly Bill number 8 of 2023. Honorable Speaker, the Assembly Business Committee urges members of this Assembly to familiarize with the aforementioned motions and bill and prepare accordingly for debate through the help of our research department. Details of the motions and the bill can be obtained in the notice paper, being the last page of today's order paper and on the County Assembly website.
Mr. Speaker, the Assembly Business Committee shall be informing this Assembly every Wednesday through its designee, the allotted business every Wednesday, during the statement hour for timely preparation. Finally, Honorable Speaker, the Assembly Business Committee will again meet on Tuesday, 15th April 2025, at the rise of the Assembly to ballot business for the subsequent week. Honorable Speaker, I now wish to lay the statement on the table of the Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Hashim. Honourable members of this House, I would direct that the whips from both divide of the Assembly to make sure he mobilizes members for the tomorrow's sitting, because we will be considering a business before the Assembly on amendments of our standing orders. So I direct the clerk as well to circulate the intended amendments in a record time, so that when the members will be contributing to the said motion, they will be very factual and in line with what is required of them. Honourable members, this will inform the House why we need to get the truck on the train as a slogan of this Assembly. Thank you. Honourable Matara, please, you may proceed. You can't give an order against the Speaker. Move to the front table. Honorable Mofaya, as a senior member of this Assembly, you can't raise the order immediately after the Speaker has given directive. Honorable Matara, please.
Point of information.
Honorable Mofaya, you leave until we get to the second stage, but not immediately after the Speaker. I hope you understand me. Honorable Mofaya, immediately after we get to the next business, that is when now you can raise or rise on a point of order. So please, just be seated. Honorable Matara, please.
Thank you, Speaker. I was raising on a different issue concerning my presentation because of the pertinent and issues that I have on this report. I was seeking leave of the House to do my presentation on Tuesday, if you allow. There are serious issues that need the attention of the member.
Honorable members, the Chair on Environment has seek leave of the Chair through the Assembly if he could be given an opportunity to make a presentation on Tuesday next week. Is that in order? Yes. Does that apply to transport?
Yes, when people are, yes, these are very sensitive.
Does it also apply to PIC?
No, me, I'm ready.
Yes, Honorable Mofaya. Mofaya, please.
Oh, Mr. Speaker.
You are ready?
On my point of order is on 38. No quorum.
Honorable Mofaya, no quorum.
Standing order. Standing order.
38.
I direct the Sergeant at Arms through the clerk to confirm whether the concern of the member as raised under Standing Order 38 is correct.
Can I resume my seat, Honorable Speaker?
Yeah, you need to resume your seat.
Thank you.
Honourable members, the attention of the Chair has been raised under Standing Order 38 for lack of quorum during the proceedings. I so direct the Sergeant at Arms to ring the bell for a record of 10 minutes. As you leave the door wide open, I'll give you, because I'll be the one to change. Kindly whips mobilize members to come to the Assembly. Sergeant Tatam, assist Honorable Lugonso from the side of Azimio to mobilize members on behalf of Honorable Whip, and on this side assist Honorable Honorable Resho. She has always been acting. I don't know whether she's. Thank you for accepting the request of members. You never know, Honorable Rachel. Next time you might find yourself to be the whip of this assembly. Kindly Sergeant Tam confirm whether we have a quorum to allow us to transact the business. Honorable members, understanding order number 38, after the bell has been rung for a record of 10 minutes and still seems there is lack of quorum. I've seen honorable member just come in, so kindly confirm. Sergeant Tam again. Even after a member has walked in, we still fall short quorum to transact the business. Honorable members, that brings the closure of the business of the day today. And for that reason, the assembly stand adjourned to 2:30 tomorrow, being the day of Thursday.